Alright there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be updating you on some more latest news and discussing with you about Manchester United. Who do you think would be the best player to come for Manchester United out of all the majority of players that Jose Mourinho has linked up? Who do you think will win that agenda, that loyalty to Manchester United? Who do you think is the right choice of player to come? Obviously, in the history of Manchester United, we've had so many top quality players, and we've signed a lot, and made a lot of landmark signings, and and we've also made bad signings in the past as well that haven't proved crucial. The likes of Eric Cantona, absolutely the flourish of Manchester United. Scholes, Giggs at Manchester United the whole career, absolutely flourishing. And are the British decorations of football. You're talking likes of Man Utd, fantastic centre-back. That's what we need, a centre-back like the Man Utd, who's got the ability to be strong at the back. He's very good attacking instinct in him. Likes to get in the air. Likes to, and he's very, very strong. You're talking the likes of Dennis Irwin, Bobby Charlton, Van Nistelrooy, David Beckham, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Teddy Sheringham, Gary Neville, all them top players that we got, them top players, some of them did have spend their life at Manchester United, some we did sign. You're talking the likes of Patrice Evra, fantastic players that we've had in the past. Patrice Evra, Rio Ferdinand, Edwin van der Sar, who we got off Fulham for 2 million. Fantastic shot stopper. Has got fantastic physical attributes. 72 clean sheets he made for Manchester United, and once went 1,300 and odd minutes without conceding a goal. He was a fantastic buy by Alex Ferguson. Also, so many top players that we've had, so many top players that we have got, that we had. And now, in this transfer window, Jose Mourinho has looked more in the region to get the top quality players that he wants in. Obviously now it's essential that we do get that number 9 role. That number 7 role is essential, and also to someone who's going to operate in that number 10 role. James Rodriguez is very, very creative, very, very precise on the ball, well organised, composed. Not Galactico. He wouldn't be. I'd be ecstatic if he come, but it wouldn't be my main priority if he did come. But he's been linked with a lot of teams now. Arsenal have just currently joined the race. Liverpool in there as well. But I think James Rodriguez could come to Manchester United. He has failed to establish himself at Real Madrid. We've looked into the likes. The strike. We've looked at so many strikers. That's the main part that's important, that player that's going to, be clinical in the final third, and get them goals and attacks, create attacks and stuff. We've looked into a load of strikers galore. We've looked at so many. We've looked at Kylian Mbappe, round about £113 million bidding. Arsenal have been in there too. Real Madrid have been in there too. But he's got young talent, he's proved it at Monaco. He's absolutely fantastic, dramatic. His stats are all dramatic. 9 appearances, Champions League, scored 6 goals, scored in the Champions League semi-final, the youngest player to do that in history, as I said before. He's very, very skillful, very, very reliable, very creative, and he's just a sublime player, and he's a fantastic goal scorer, and he would be essential. We don't know what's happening with him yet. But this problem now about Morata, as I said, it was something between around 52.4 million, according to Sky Sports, or it was £16 million. Or it was £60 million that had been rejected. But now Madrid are looking in the region of a price tag of around about £78 million. But you compare Morata and Mbappe. Mbappe is better. Mata is good though, he's good. He would be essential, he's good. I'm not slating him down, because we do need that number 9 role, but I'm not slating him down. All I'm saying is, Kylian Mbappe is in a total different league to Morata. and he's in a different category altogether. But he would be essential with Kylian Mbappe. But Morata, you know, I don't know how Man Madrid can decline that for Morata. I don't know how they can decline that for a player like Morata. They want £78 million in the region, you know. I think Chelsea have been in the shout as well. Also now Romelu Lukaku, it looks like he's going to Chelsea. He's Premier League proven. You know, I can't see him going to Bayern Munich. You know, he's been with Mourinho in the past at Chelsea as Lukaku. You know, he does establish himself well, but I said he doesn't compete in the big games, does Romelu Lukaku. He's good at physically going around defenders and being an aerial threat, and he's a fantastic goal scorer. Has got experience, but no, mate. No, wouldn't be my main priority. Wouldn't be my main priority. I'm also now Harry Kane. He'd be fantastic. He's the limelight of Spurs. You know, probably the best Premier League striker in the Premier League at the moment in time, winning that Golden Boot last season. We've also looked at Lewandowski as well. He's good in the air, got strong attributes, and he's a fantastic goal scorer. And he's very versatile. Also at centre-back with Lindelof now, my perspective, this could be true. I am 99% sure he will be coming, but I'm never going to guarantee something that's not fully, you know, spot on. I'm not going to fully guarantee that. Even Perisic, I'm still confident we can get him on that left-hand side. He'll need to help and support Martial. Because we need that player who's got pace, ability, someone who's good going forward, you know, someone who's motivated and who's good going forward, someone who's passionate, someone who can bring enthusiasm in the team. You know, that's what we need at Manchester United now. That's what we need. You know, we've looked at Sanchez in that midfield. As I said, he's failed to establish himself at Bayern Munich. Douglas Costa's failed to establish himself in the first, you know, struggling to get first team action at Bayern Munich. But I've achieved silverware in the past. Also, James Rodriguez has proven himself achieved silverware in the past. Was dismissed for the final. But, you know, Real Madrid are a massive club. But we are now the richest club in the world. So we can afford these players that we want to get in. And I don't care if we do get Mbappe and we do sell. And if we do get Mbappe, you know, he's Galactico in my opinion. He's young. But he would be good in that front line with Martial, Rashford and Mbappe. You know what a front line that'd be. And also others that can add on to that as well when we look more in the region. But I'm just saying is, right, we get Mbappe for over 100 million, which is a world record fee. I couldn't care less. He's got that spirit and he would bring that agenda to Manchester United. And, you know, it'd rub the salt in the wounds of our bitter rivals. It would rub the salt in the wounds, and that would be fantastic. You know, and we need these players to come in at Manchester United. You know, is Fellaini staying? Fellaini could be going, according to reports. Is Fellaini going? Because he's failed to establish himself last season. Yeah, played fantastic in the Europa League final. Probably his best game in a Manchester United shirt. Also, Paul Pogba, he's very, very creative. He's a good buy. He was a good buy. I know we paid a world record fee for him, but I thought he was a good buy, you know. He's proven himself, you know. I thought in the early parts of the season and the middle part of the season he wasn't on his game. But towards the last quarter or the last stage of the season, he picked it up. You know, he's very creative, very precise on the ball. You know, leads that midfield well. And, you know, you could tell last season, you know, when he wasn't in the midfield, there wasn't players operating that space, you know, getting in behind, not setting players to exploit runs and emerge counter-attacks and stuff. And, you know, look at the overall stats, the amount of clinical chances that we had last season, you know, was actually a lot. And we failed to exploit that and take a lot of them chances, you know, and the lack of goals that we've had as well. But like I say, who would you want to come in at Manchester United? Out of all these players that Mourinho has linked up, who do you think would be the high prospect? Yes, Mbappe is one of my highest prospects. He's probably in my list of 3 of the main priorities that Jose Mourinho wants in the summer. He's all, yeah, it's good. People saying, oh, he's too young, he's no good. Yeah, he's young, but Jose Mourinho is looking to create young players to come in the team. You know, we have got a fantastic youth academy. You know, that was proved against Crystal Palace. You know, by the way, we totally embarrassed Manchester City's youth academy. By the way, you know, Axel Tuanzebe, fantastic on his debut against Arsenal last season. Was playing 4 or 5 games in a row. Was Axel Tuanzebe fantastic in that right back position? Then he got played in a midfield role. He still did contribute well, but it's not his job to, you know, it's not his job to like create like something in that midfield, you know. But he's essentially a right back. He's Axel Tuanzebe. Also, Josh Harrop was fantastic against Palace, scoring that lovely goal. What a lovely assist it was from Paul Pogba. You know, and also Mitchell, he was fantastic. For me in that game, he was the man of the match. You know, but a lot of these youngsters have progressed and risen up the ranks through the youth academy, and they will glow into the Manchester United first team. They will glow, and they could be crucial and lethal in the future. Also, you know, Angel Gomez coming on, Rooney getting that standing ovation. Gomez coming on, a 16-year-old. And that was just an absolutely finale moment. But we will strengthen this team up in the summer. We will get it right. Because some of these players have said, I want to go to a club that's got Champions League football. Why would Arsenal proceed as much as us? We are the richest club in the world, as I said. Arsenal, yes, they've won the FA Cup, but they haven't got no Champions League football to offer for next season. And there's nowhere they are going to succeed in that Europa League. Also, Manchester City, as I said, they've had more time to look in the region because last season, embarrassing. You know, they was embarrassing. They've had more time to look in the region, the transfer window. We haven't because we've been concentrating on that Europa League, you know, to get that on the board. But, you know, if we hadn't got that Europa League, you know, we wouldn't have been in a pole position to get the signings that we wanted. You know, and also differences with Antonio Griezmann. We've been knowing for quite a few months now, when it's been stemming from news reports, that we was getting him in the bag. All of a sudden now with his transfer ban, it's not happening. But let him do what he wants. I said, I blame him. He had that guilty consciousness about Atletico Madrid. He had that guilty consciousness because they couldn't find an alternative replacement. He's achieved nothing in silverware Atletico Madrid, as I said. Yes, he's got bags full of goals and he would be a lethal player. But I said if it had been uplifted that he would have come to Manchester United. He was a main priority, not anymore. But we have to legislate that decision and we've got to move on. And we do have backup plans. You know, centre-back Michael Keane as well's on the transfer list. He's not my highly rated player. He hasn't got the high potential level in him as Michael Keane. But we'll see what happens, and when more stuff gets updated, I will be notifying you about. So, guys, before I go, just let me know who would your player who's got that technique, you know, that technique to bring confidence, you know, who's going to establish himself well in the Manchester United team. Yeah, and you know, Jose Mourinho, it's not been mentioned much. He's going to looking to sell 3 or 4 players in the summer. But anyway, guys, that's everything to notify you about. I will see you on my next video, so take it easy. Bye.